Hello everybody. My name is Saurabh Chatterjee from CF Photography, and today I'm going to tell you what are the lenses that you should carry when you're doing a trip to Varanasi. Now, Varanasi, as you know, is a heaven for photographers, so there are a lot of opportunities. So let's get started. Alright, so now I'm going to show you pictures taken using a 22.8. This is one prime lens that I have, and I love using this lens. This is with 22.8. It's a tiny lens, and I just love to use this lens. You can see the pictures taken using this lens. It's a very, so because of its size, I really like to use this lens. Quite wide. I was sitting very close to these people who are doing the aarti, so you have to go really early and secure a place for yourself. This is during the evening, the Dev Diwali evening. You can see how they lit up the lamps. Okay, so they are the pictures using the 22.8. So I have 12 pictures. Now I'm going to show you this 2485. So this was a kit lens of my D610, and I did use this lens a lot. So this was before I bought the 24-120. That was the lens I was using most of the time. So I'm just quickly going to show you. As you can see, there are a lot more pictures using this lens and with the 24-120 compared to any other lens. So I love shooting with a zoom lens there, because sometimes I would like to zoom in and sometimes I want to shoot wide. So this lens works really good for me there in Varanasi. So the arrangement of the board, there are some places you see this is one building which is red in color, and then you have these color combinations there, and another layer where these people are under floor, people doing some paintings. These people were from Orissa. So quickly I'll go through these pictures. These are with a 24-85. This is a kit lens. So a lot of us doubt our kit lens, but I really like shooting with the kit lens because I really love this lens. Though the quality might not be good as the 24-72.8. That time I did not have that lens. Okay, these are the pictures you can see. So kind of a good so if you have a crop sensor, your 1855 lens or 18135, so these lenses are kind of very much recommended when you are doing a trip to Varanasi. You can just have a look at the EXIF information, so you'll be able to understand what focal length I'm using. This is one of my favorite pictures from Varanasi. So this painting was on the wall, the whole of Varanasi, and she was kind of lighting up the whole city. So by placing the diyas in different places. So, and they are the monks. They have the responsibility of lighting up one particular ghat, and yeah. So you see all kind of people come there and enjoy the lamps there during the Dev Diwali. Okay, during the 24-85 3.5 to 4.5 lens. So not a fast lens, but kind of okay. Just you just have to walk around the ghat. So that is the place where you get all the pictures, and I mean, it's not like a place you go and you take a picture and come back. You just have to absorb the place and just wait for things to happen. Observe and just wait for things to happen. And you can get lost in the lanes. So there are a lot of lanes, and just keep on walking. So morning, evening, so even afternoon, I love to shoot even in the afternoon, because afternoon is the time when you have some very beautiful rays coming in between the narrow lanes. You see, most of my pictures, my favorite pictures, have been taken using this lens. So you see, this is in one of the lanes where they make this sari. That lens had a good VR, so even though sometimes when I'm shooting at really slow shutter speed, it worked out quite well. So they are some of the places where you have these looms. though they are mechanical, they are still good to shoot. This is my 24 120 lens. So most of my pictures, you can see, out of 344, 139 pictures have been taken using this lens. So I'm going to quickly take you through these pictures. The sadhu in a lane. Okay, so a lot of boats and activities happening in the ghats, some colors, frames, some activity. There are a lot of these old houses that you will see there. So some interaction. Okay, so idli sellers, you will get all kinds of food. So if you are a foodie, or if you are want to shoot for food, so it's again very good. So this was during Sankranti. So this guy was running with a kite. Actually, I made him run. So he was just walking. So I asked him to if he can run, and he did, and I got this shot. Some monks, some bookseller, and of course, whenever you find mirrors, they always make good pictures. So a tabla seller. Okay. So it's a temple, a lady in a temple. So this is a burning hearts. Okay, so and okay, dead body being taken. You see somebody is getting shaven, and you have these small platforms on which people go and meditate. So you can just you just have to go around, and especially in the morning and evening, you have a lot of activities. Morning people come there to take bath and meditate, and yeah, and do whatnot. So you just have to be there in the morning. And of course in the evening you have this aarti. So you have to go early to take a seat in the front row, so that you get the unobstructed view. Otherwise it can become little difficult to if you are at the back, then there'll be people pushing, and you will not get the right view. So you just make sure that you go early and get a good seat. And if you go in the winter, you will see a lot of these birds. So a lot of them are migratory birds which come here, and yeah, so seagull, and people feed them. So this is one of my favorite places, is Pashupatinath, the Nepali temple, the Nepali temple in one of the ghats. It's a very beautiful temple made of wood, and it was built by the Maharaja of Nepal. So you'll see temples of all the different kingdoms from all over India. So every king has built a ghat there, a lot of them. So people who are pious Hindus. And of course, yeah, as I was telling you before, you can shoot a lot of food when you're going there. Yeah, so there's one time where they painted. Nowadays, a lot of these cities are being painted, and will allow you to take some good pictures. So we were also in a boat, and we saw this gentleman doing a painting of the ghat. So I took this picture. This is again one of my favorite places. This is a small stepwell in Varanasi. This is during the blue hour. We were in a boat. There's some monks in a boat, and this is the palace, the Bridge Rama Palace, which used to be a palace before. They have restored and made this into a 5-star hotel. So very good place to stay if you can afford. And just beside the ghats, and one of the main ghats. So it's a great experience to stay there. So this is Subha Banaras, the early morning aarti. So very low light, so you have to be careful about what lenses you're using. Probably a fast lens will definitely help. This is the fort, Ramnagar fort. People having tea. Some buffaloes. The arrangement of the buffalo is the reason why I took this picture. So these are very regular pictures of Varanasi, where after the aarti they just throw the flowers into the air to to the Ganga, and yeah, you can try taking pictures like this. And you just have to walk in the lanes. There is no place there where I would suggest you to go. You just have to go on and on and on, and there is absolutely no limit. The more you explore, the more you get pictures. So it's just about. So here I tried a little slow shutter speed. You just have to walk. So if you just make sure you have comfortable shoes and a hat, so that even if it's little warm, you should be able to keep going, and drink a lot of water. So you must drink a lot of water. The guards. And when you're at the card, sometimes you get lucky. You get to shoot something which you had not been there for, but still you get some shots. All right. So now with the 35 f2, so again a tiny lens, and one of my favorite lenses. And yeah, I did take some pictures using that lens, so, but I probably like a zoom lens to use in a situation like this. But yeah, I love the quality of this lens, the look and feel. So really very nice, very good image quality. The 51.4. So when you're shooting, when you want a really shallow depth of field, or when you're shooting at night, the RT at night, you might like to try this one day. But you have a fixed angle of view, so you have to think about that as well. Yeah, yeah. On the Dev Diwali day, you can definitely use the 51.4. You will get very nice bokeh, as you can see, beautiful bokeh being created with this 51.4. 81.8. I generally don't like to use a telephoto in Varanasi. I I hate to shoot. So you just have to get close and get intimate and take pictures. 85 1.8, again a very fast lens. If you want to take some nice portraits, this lens will be very helpful, but again not recommended for most of the activities that are happening. So you just have to uh, yeah, probably I would love shooting with a 50 millimeter more than 85 millimeter. And this is the wide angle, the Tamron 15-30 2.8 lens. So it's again a beautiful lens, and if you want to get some wide perspectives, and yeah, this lens has very good VR. So if you want to slow down the shutter speed and take, here I used a shutter speed of 1/20th of and very wide perspectives you will get, as it is 15 millimeter. So one of my most favorite lenses this is. So you can see the pictures taken in that lens. All right, so now I also used a phone once. So this is my OnePlus 3T, which I had used to take these pictures. And yeah, whatever device you have, you can always, there is always something for everybody in Varanasi. So the other pictures taken. So to summarize, you see most of my pictures have been taken with a zoom lens, 24-85 or a 24-120 lens. You can also try using a 35 millimeters, which is the favorite focal length for street photographers. So that also will give you some really nice pictures. If you want something light, then 35 f2 or 35 1.8 for a crop sensor will definitely be a good idea to have. So thank you so much for watching me. I hope you learned something from this, and do subscribe for this channel. I keep sharing a lot of these kind of videos, travel videos or editing videos. So make sure you subscribe for the channel and like the video and share it with people who would get benefit from this. So thank you very much.